Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse Podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
And I'm Micah.
This is very weird. Very weird behind the scenes situation that's going on here. No video this week for those of you who follow us on YouTube. I'll put up a static image, but so they can listen to it as well. But there's no video this week. We're having some weird technical problems. Anyway, so let's jump right into it. We have plenty to talk about. Micah, you watched first couple episodes of Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, so I keep forgetting that I have Paramount Plus. I have the cheap version because I was like, "What the fuck is this commercials? Why can't I skip it?" But then it's like, "Oh, you got to pay. You got to pay twice as much." And I'm like, "No, I'm not paying twice as much."
Oh wait, you don't have the commercial free version?
No, I'm not paying $100 a year for Paramount Plus. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, that's really unfortunate for me.
Yeah, suck it up. Suck it
up. Why am I even borrowing your login? Fuck out of here. That's fucked up. The logins I let you borrow are commercial free. Jeez, man.
Well, hey, big money grip. You got another $50?
I do not. Go ahead. Anyway,
so I said, well, let me start watching some stuff on here before Halo comes out. So I said, let me watch Star Trek Discovery because Star Trek Discovery stars someone named Shaniqua Martin Green, and I said, well, that at least deserves a couple episode watch from me because that's I gotta support my people, especially when a woman named Shaniqua Shante Martin Green is in a Star Trek. I need to see what is going
She's
on.
the lead. She's the lead.
She is the lead, and I am very, very pleased to tell you that she's great in it. And I've only seen the first couple of episodes. But I know I'm going to like this series, and I generally don't watch like TV like that if my wife is not into it. My wife is not into Star Trek,
right?
So, but I am going to continue watching this. It's very, very good. Shaniqua Martin Green stars as Michael Burnham, who is a science specialist, and she originally is second in command on a starship captained by Michelle Yeoh. She gets tried for mutiny, and things happen. I don't want to give too much away because I think it's definitely worth a watch. Yeah, I didn't know that this show was created by Brian Fuller, which is, had I known that, I would have been on this way sooner. But I've been slacking in my Star Trek watching. The last Star Trek that I actually really, really gave a damn about was TNG. And I like Star Trek, so I like TNG. So I said, all right, let me watch this. First couple episodes are great. If it wasn't for those pesky commercials, I would absolutely be over the moon for this.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed in you. I gotta tell you.
I'm way too cheap. Way too cheap.
Yo, I really lost a lot of respect for you knowing this. I haven't utilized the Paramount Plus. I just set up the login. I'm gonna be fucking mad, yo. Like, what even is this? Troglodytic nonsense is this? Commercials.
Hey, deal with it.
I might Venmo you $50. You'll be like, just pay for it. Jesus Christ. That's funny.
But yeah, man. Star Trek Discovery is really good. Obviously, right? It has 4 seasons. It doesn't. You don't need me to tell you that it's good. But a lot
of hardcore Trekkies are not fans of it. I've only watched, like, when it first came out, I probably watched about 4 or 5 episodes. I was enjoying it. Like, those first like 2 or 3 episodes are like wildly different than the rest of the series as far as I'd gotten. Like, they really threw a lot of money at the budget. It was clear. But I was enjoying it. Like, I like the new characters. I like the characters, the characterization and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I like Michael Burnham as a character who, Klingons killed her parents, and Vulcan. And when she was young, Vulcans picked her up. They taught her in the ways of the Vulcan, right? To the logic before all, right? Logic before emotions and all that. And when she goes to Michelle Yeoh's starship, like, she kind of has that strict Vulcan regimen kind of not beaten out of her, but like it kind of dissipates a bit, but she's still very much thinks logically, but she has a proper balance of logic and emotion. Maybe logic is like 60 to emotions 40, but that's the thing with this character, is trying to balance that, right? And normally you see it in Spock, right? Because Spock is half human, and that's the dichotomy that he is trying to wrestle with, and they're doing it with this character, from what I can tell. Right. I'm only 2 episodes in, but I like it. I think it's good, and yeah, man, recommend.
Yeah. Fair enough. Kingsman, this is the third Kingsman movie. This is a sort of a prequel to the other 2 Kingsman movies. Look, I've seen the first Kingsman, which is more directly based on Secret Service, the Mark Miller comic. And I liked the first one. I thought it was fun. It had some like cool spy stuff, and a good general story and things like that. I didn't see the second one. A lot of people said it was like pretty ridiculous. It took it in a weird direction, from my understanding.
The second one is like, if the first one had sophomore humor, the second one had like the sophomore humor from someone who had failed the 10th grade twice.
Okay. That's the impression I got as well.
It is not good, and they couldn't wait for Prince's body to be put in the ground before they started using Prince music in it. Like, I couldn't. It was just weird to me. Also, there is a point of view shot of a finger going into a vagina to plant something there. And it's like, yeah, it's unnecessary. Like, I get it, right? I get it, but like, yeah, come on, like, have a little bit of class, yo. Have a little bit, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just an old man. That movie's not good though.
Yeah, I think universally people were like, it's nowhere near as good as the first one. Which I like the first one a lot. I thought it was fun. And it bordered on the sophomore humor, like, but there was just enough to balance it, right? Like, it worked. Kingsman is not sophomore humor at all. And in a way, if the franchise had started like this, I think the first movie and the second movie would just, like, it would seem absurd, right? Which seems to work in the reverse. Like, this seems almost absurd to have this as the prequel. Like, these movies don't even feel like they're in the same franchise for the most part. It's a very serious movie. Like, it's really fucking serious 99% of the time. It's pretty goddamn serious. What I thought would be the goofier, silly part of the movie, which was like the stuff with Rasputin, turned out to be the best part of it, incidentally. The fighting between the heroes and Rasputin was awesome. Like, it was really cool. Like, it was like really inventive fighting style, because he like uses like old school Russian ballet type shit and like Russian dance moves to like move around. It was very cool to watch. It's one of the better choreographed fight scenes I've seen in an action movie, like uniquely done in quite a while. I really enjoyed it. The rest of the movie is like, so it takes place during World War I. And they do this like pseudo history retelling of things, of like the killing of Archduke Francis Ferdinand, and that kind of stuff was like kind of cool, right? Like this like pseudo retelling. I dug that. What I did not dig was like these large swaths of the movie that were fairly boring, right? Like there's a part in it where we're following a character as he's deployed in trench, like during this like sort of trench warfare in World War I. And the sequence is actually really dope. Like this guy gets killed who's like a spy, like a British spy. He like gets some information. And he's running back over to the British trench and he ends up getting killed, right? Because the British troops don't know that he's a fucking spy. And obviously the Germans are like, oh shit, it's a spy. So he's getting shot at from both sides, right? And that guy dies, but he's got this information on him. And they have to wait till it's nighttime to go out. The Brits have to wait till it's nighttime to sneak out of the trench under the cover of night to go retrieve the body and retrieve this information, right? Like this like microfilm or something on him. And these Germans are also trying to get it at the same time. But none of them can fire a shot at each other because if they do, both sides of the trenches will just start firing because they don't know who it is, right? So they would just murder each team. So they end up having like a knife fight in the middle between these two trenches. It's brutal as fuck, and it's actually really dope. Like it's my second favorite scene in the movie. After that, the movie's not that great. There's one other like action sequence that's kind of fun towards the end. That's it. It's a lot of like open space of like fairly drab storytelling. And I think that's why it didn't work. Had this come out maybe not during a pandemic, it would have probably done better. But I think largely people would have just been like, I'm good. But it apparently did really good on like Vudu. People were excited to see it, but I think that has more to do with the goodwill of the first movie and perhaps some goodwill from the second movie, but not so much based on like mega interest in this particular movie or like rewatches and shit. But we'll see. I don't know that they'll get another Kingsman, but I can't tell. In that part of the storyline, I can tell you I'm not particularly interested. Like, it's fine. It's a good folding laundry movie. I will say that. It's a good folding laundry movie.
I got to tell you, that second movie really turned me off of this franchise, man. Like,
well, this one is nothing like the first two. Like, it's legitimately nothing like the first two. It's really weird.
I think that's the point, right?
Yeah,
like,
I think so too.
I think that's part of the point. But I don't know, man. Like for me to watch this would have had to have been getting like stellar reviews, and I'm not here for a middling review of a silly movie of a movie in a silly franchise like this. Like that second one really turned me off.
Yeah, like the second they were like, "There's Americans," I was like, I don't care anymore. Like I'd be honest, I was like, I don't care, because it's like I thought it was cool that it was just like a uniquely British thing, and then they were like, they had to make it into like this like worldwide thing. I was like, I don't give a shit. And I saw it was like cowboys and shit. I was like, I'm good. So yeah. I mean, critics did not like Kingsman. Fans did. So like, okay, that's cool. I'm good. I didn't hate it, but it's just not something I need to ever see again. I also watched Pam and Tommy. I am 2 episodes in. I believe there are 6 episodes out. I think it's going to go to 8. They're doing week by week releases. Thoroughly enjoying it. This is the Pam Anderson, Tommy Lee sex tape story, original limited series on Hulu. Highly recommend. It's not every day that I can say I've seen Bucky's penis talking to him, like in an extended scene of just Jason Mantzoukas as a penis talking to Sebastian Stan. But I have now. I've seen it. It's glorious, I guess. It's actually very good. It's one, Sebastian Stan as Tommy Lee is great. Like he is as insane as Tommy Lee was. I feel like it's a pretty great portrayal. I don't remember the woman's name who I'll find it in a second, who plays Pam Anderson. It's pretty good. I think she does a really good job. She looks a lot like Pam Anderson. Lily James is her name. Yeah, which is weird because she's like a brunette. Like, okay. But yeah, she does a really, really good job. I guess it's her. Yeah, is that her? So yeah, I thought she did good. Yeah, that is her. But it's good. Like, I didn't know all the details of this story. I just knew that like they got the sex tape stolen and it got sold, and then like it just, then I got to watch it. But I mean, I've seen clips of it. So he was giving her the hammer on that boat, man. He just was. Facts. Tommy Lee's got a huge dick. Like, it is what it is. But the funny thing is, like, it's actually a cautionary tale, not about Pam and Tommy Lee. It's a cautionary tale of like, be careful how you treat people, because basically what happened is a guy who was their carpenter, like Tommy Lee's carpenter, wasn't paid and treated like shit. Like, Tommy Lee kept changing the plans on what he wanted done for his bedroom for him and Pam. And like, he treated this guy like shit, and then was like, he fired them for some like bullshit reason because he was just being an asshole. And they were like, all right, bet. And then they just plotted this whole revenge thing, and they snuck in his house, stole a safe, and then found the tape in the safe and then sold it. So like, if Tommy Lee wasn't an asshole to that guy, none of this would have ever happened.
Huh.
So like, I just thought it was just on like some general shady shit. I mean, it's still shady, and that guy shouldn't have done that. But like, you should have probably paid your handyman, dude. Like you should have, and not tried to stiff this guy out of like these two guys, like out of like basically $25,000.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, but it's good. Like, you really get a sense of like why that guy did it. You also get a sense of like Tommy Lee and Pam, like Pamela Anderson, like in really interesting, like, but good ways. Like, yeah, there's a talking penis in it, but it's mostly like, dude, why are you getting married? Like go fuck Heather Locklear again. What are you doing? And he's like, nah, I'm actually like, what you get the impression is that Tommy Lee was enamored by Pam Anderson because she was like the hottest chick on the planet at one point, right? This is like when she was on Baywatch and shit. And Pam Anderson was like legitimately in love with Tommy Lee. Like, it's, and I mean, I think he thought he was too, but it's more of like, you're the craziest wild chick, hot chick ever. But like, she was like legitimately into him, like super into him as a person. So, and they also don't paint Pamela Anderson as a complete moron, which she isn't. Like, that's the whole thing, is like,
yeah, no, like
she wasn't a complete
idiot.
idiot.
Was.
No.
Yeah, she never was, which is like, I mean, like, I understand the stereotype, but like, not everybody fits every stereotype. Like, I get it.
Right. Like, she introduces him to like The King and I and shit like that. Like, she's like, you've never seen these movies? Like, he's like, I don't know what that shit is. Like, if anybody's the bimbo, it's Tommy Lee. like legitimately, he's the bimbo. And she's like, yeah, she's got like big fake boobs, and she's got, she's blonde or whatever, and she's on Baywatch, but like, she's not a fucking idiot. Like, she's just not. And she's like a much more caring person than she was ever given credit for, which is why she's into like PETA and shit like that, like now. But it's a good series so far. I'm actually enjoying it. And if you want to see that woman's boobs, you get to. So there you go.
I got to tell you, I felt bad for her because back then, because she seems to have not, like, she just did not want this to happen. But I got to tell you, I do not care about these two people at all.
No, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah, man. I cannot imagine. And look, I 100% understand that this is just me. This is Pamela Anderson, like you said. Pamela Anderson was, she was a phenomenon.
She was
one point in this country, and
around
so
the world.
I get it. So I get why people are enamored with this woman. I can't imagine me watching. I can't imagine me watching this series. But you know, at least it's very good. You know,
it is good.
Like it's not like fucking not like some slapdash shit. You know what I mean?
No, you can tell they actually are trying to like legitimately tell this story. And like the guy who like steals the shit from them, steals the stuff from them and gets the tape is played by Seth Rogen. And he actually does a pretty good job. Like he does. I like Seth Rogen. I don't always care for his adaptations of certain things, Preacher being one of them. But that was a piece of shit. Yeah, no, he does a good job here. Like you do realize like Tommy Lee was a mess. Like he's a fucking mess, dude. Like he just was. But yeah, it's good. I would say if you are remotely interested in that story, it's not bad. Look, Hulu's like trying to step their shit up because a lot of their original stuff is trash. Like it is trash.
I don't even know outside of The Handmaid's Tale. I don't know what Hulu is known for.
They're not, yo. They're not. Look, spoiler alert. How I Met Your Father. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. I've given that show every episode that's out. It's not good. The writing is fuck all terrible. It's not good. Also, what's the name from Sex and the City? Like, yo, you've had way too much surgery. Yo. You don't even look like you've aged. It's crazy. She plays the mom. It's weird. Speaking of that, just quickly, I meant to mention this last week. I finished the new season of And Just Like That, which is the Sex and the City sequel series on HBO Max. Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I really thought so. And I think it's getting a second season. Wonderful. I loved it.
My wife loves it. She's
good.
a big Sex and the City fan, and yeah, that was appointment television for her. So she really dug it. Real quick, before you talk about Reacher, did you watch the Marvelous Mrs Maisel?
I have, yes.
So it's back. I really enjoy it. I'm glad that they are ending soon.
Yeah, it feels like the story is getting to a point where it's like it's done.
Yeah, you need to they had to find a way to kind of reset her position back in New York, because at the end of season 3 she was supposed to go out on the road with Shy Baldwin, but she kind of alluded that he might be gay and this is the 50s and you black, that's not a look that you need. So, and I was actually kind of not pissed, but I was disappointed in that because I wanted to see that character go on the road. But now she's kind of back in New York and things have just kind of reset themselves. So it's a little more, more of the same. But what I enjoy the same. Yeah. But yeah, it's probably time for this series to end if this is what they're going to do. If they're not going to push this character to make this character something really big or have a tragic downfall, then we need to wrap it up. Well,
there's one more season after this. My guess is season 5 is that's the culmination. She goes skyward, and then it's this is her real career, right?
Let's hope.
Yeah, look, quiet as kept, and I don't hear a lot of talking about it, but I'm going to call a lot of people out about this. You notice something? You notice a lot of shows are going back to week to week? I don't hear a lot of bitching and complaining. I don't hear a lot of bitching and complaining about it.
Right.
Remember
that?
That's
how you get people to that's how you keep people on the hook, man. That's how you get them to not just binge your product in a weekend.
My mom does it every season with Marvelous Mrs Maisel. She'll watch the whole thing in a week and she's like, when's the new season come out? I'm like, you just watched it. It just came out on Friday. Relax. Because she loves that show, right? But in the 4th season, they now switch it to week. All of this complaining, I can't watch anything unless it's binge. I don't hear a lot of you motherfuckers saying shit. A lot of shows are going back to week, dude. They got you, dude. They got you on the hook for these shows, and you're excited about them, and now they're just dropping them once a week. And you know what did it? You know what really did it? Disney did that shit. Because Disney was like, we're not putting out everything all at once. Nope. We're going to keep this shit as water cooler talk. And all the other streaming services were like, you right. And they all slowly did that shit. Yep.
Right. That's how we used to watch television, man.
That's how television still comes out. Just not on streaming.
Right. You entitled fucks. God damn.
It still comes out. Look. Marvelous Mrs Maisel is doing it. How I Met Your Father is doing it. And Just Like That did it. Like, they're all just weekly. Righteous Gemstones, all that stuff is still just week to week to week. And it's keeping people on the hook. All of that talk of like, I have to have everything at once. Yeah, it's amazing that when the show you're into, when they stop doing it, you don't even really notice. You don't really notice. You know why? Because there's a ton of things to watch, dude. You can, in between the week that you got to wait for the next Marvelous Mrs Maisel, you can watch 48 shows on Hulu or Netflix. Pam and Tommy, that was also week to week. Now I'm just starting to watch it, so I've got a bunch of episodes to catch up on. And I don't know, they might have done like 3-episode release and then like started to do 1-to-1, but they didn't release all of it. Cause I was like, oh, how many episodes is it? And I saw like episode 7 is coming out like next week or whatever. Like, they're slow rolling it because they don't need to do this. Like, that was a good marketing campaign to get people really invested in shows. Now they do like 1 or 2 episodes they drop right off the bat, and then they slow roll it. Peacemaker did it. Nobody complained. One of the most popular shows this year. Nobody complained about it.
All those Apple Plus, all those Apple TV Plus shows do it, right? They drop 2 episodes if it's an hour, 3 episodes if it's a half an hour.
Yep.
And you do it once a week. And that's the thing, man. Like you said, you can watch 1 episode of literally all the shows you want to watch. And then by the time you're done, it's the next week.
Right. Dude, there's so much great television, man. That's not to mention movies, again, at a 45-day clip coming from theaters to home. Like, you don't have an excuse to be mad anymore. Like, how much TV are you watching? like, come on, dude. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, it's like, relax. Like, but I just noticed that with Marvelous Mrs Maisel, I was like, oh, that's interesting. It's once a week. Yeah. I don't hear a lot of people complaining about that shit anymore. Funny that. Thing you couldn't live without. All right. You don't know what you want until it's handed to you. Season 1 of Reacher. I finished it today. Why aren't you watching this show, Micah? That's the only thing. That's all I have to say to you, dude. This show is 100% in your wheelhouse, yo. It is. Everybody is right about this show. It is phenomenal, yo. And I won't even say phenomenal. That's a big word. It's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. It's not goofy like that trailer put out where I was like, what the fuck is this? It's really good. It's really, really good. Look, this is the project I'm calling it right now. This is the project that Alan Ritchson, who plays Jack Reacher, this is the project that is going to push his career through the moon. Like, it will, dude. Like, he's so good in this role. It's just fun. It's a good, like, sort of detective story. It's a good adult drama with like real adult shit going on. It's violent. It's got some funny moments. It's got good character moments. It's got a good, like, whodunit. It's not overly complex. And like at the end, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Right? Like, yeah, the writing is like pretty good. It's fun. And for people who've read the book, they say at least this first season is like as close of an adaptation of the book as you can get, with like minus them changing a couple of things. It's really good. The characters are fun. Like, it's a good show, man. And look, I did something I don't do. I cheated on my wife with this show. We started watching and I was like, I just kept going. I was like, sorry, yo. Sorry.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. I think you would really dig it. I think you should check it out. I really do.
All right. I will try to watch that show this weekend. Maybe if I can get my wife to commit to watching it, then I will definitely watch it.
I think your wife would be into it. There's some blood, but it's not like there's some like decent violence, but it's not crazy.
if there's gun violence, she's fine. She's not good.
That's all it is.
Yeah, she's good with piercing damage. She's not good with slash damage.
There's like one or two moments of like, oh, that's fucked up kind of death, but it's like you're seeing it after it happened. But like that's it. Most of it is just gun violence and just like a giant guy beating the brakes off people. Like, and he does. Good Lord. It's crazy. It's insane. He has a tendency to throw a lot of elbows at the side of people's heads, which is just not fair. Like, it's just not okay. But I think you would dig it. Like, again, my wife is into it. I think she has like 3. It's only 8 episodes for the first season. I think she has 3 or 4 more episodes. I'm 100% going to watch those episodes with her. Like, I really fucking dug it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I watched
Death on the
Nile. Yeah, we watched. My wife and I. We saw the first. Hercule Poirot movie, Murder on the Orient Express. It was fine. You know, it was a pretty standard whoddunit.
Right.
By
the way, spoiler alert, they done it.
Yeah.
All of them.
It's a pretty this new movie. The first movie was fine. The second movie is fine. It's you know who did it, right? You know who did it. You know who dies, right? Looking at that cast, I'm sure you could point out who dies.
All right, hold on. Let me see. What's it called? Death on the Nile?
Yeah, Death on the Nile. So when you look at the cast, you know who dies, right? And
Sean Bean in this?
No. And you know who dies, and you pretty much know who done it, right? But the ride getting there is pretty fun. It's a folding laundry movie, right? Like it's made well, and I always like, the putting the pieces together, right? The problem with these particular movies is that because the main character is a genius, he can see things that the movie does not tell you or doesn't leave hints about. And I think that's a flaw in these mystery movies. You got to let the audience you got to give just enough clues to give the audience something to kind of form their own opinion, to see who the audience wants to play along.
Right.
And some of the things that happen in this, they're like, well, how on earth was I supposed to logically put that together? Like, I know who did it, I just don't know logically how they did it. Right. So that's the only thing I would say about. But like, it's fine. It's fine. It's on TBS or something. You should watch it.
This is funny because there is just nothing about this franchise that interests me. Does Gal Gadot, is she the one who dies?
Of course she is.
Okay.
Yeah, of course she's the one that dies, and she plays like a wealthy heiress, right? So
okay,
of course
that makes sense. All right. I was really hoping it was Russell Brand.
No, he gives a very understated performance as a doctor in this movie.
An understated performance by Russell Brand. Give him an Oscar, because that is 100% out of character for him. Russell Brand's annoying. He's a radical centrist. Shut up. That guy sucks. He's a boob. Yeah, okay. Like, it's just not it's not a whodunit franchise I care about. Like, I feel like this and Knives Out are fighting for, like, do you care? And I care way more about the Knives Out franchise than I do this.
Knives Out is just a better made movie. It's a better made movie. It's a better told story. Acting is on par with each, depending on which ridiculous accent you like, right? Like, right. Do you like an Englishman with a foghorn leghorn accent, or do you
I do.
Do you like, or do you like an Irishman with a god awful French accent. So,
Yeah.
6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Check it out or don't. First up, there's more casting news for Blade. The guy from Krypton, Aaron Pierre, is set to co-star opposite Mahershala Ali in Blade. Nobody knows who he's going to be playing, and Marvel has no comment. Wild speculation time. Who do you think? You think this dude is going to play?
Dracula? I have no idea. I don't know. I mean,
well, that'd be a tough act to follow.
Oh,
because
Jesus, dude. Blade Trinity is a bad movie, dude. It's a bad movie. Holy shit. Wasn't that the dude who plays like Firebug or whatever? Heat Wave on The Flash? Get out of here. No thanks.
Hey, that was the dude from Prison Break.
Yeah, man. Prison Break. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, maybe. I'm only saying Dracula because it's like he's a black dude with light eyes. I don't know. That seems like pretty Dracula-esque. I have no idea. I'm looking forward to seeing how this movie shapes up. Look, it's starring Mahershala Ali. Like, okay, I'm gonna see it. Like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna see it, and
Delroy Lindo. Like, get the fuck out of here, Jesus!
I'm gonna need every male actor in this to do some ASMR because apparently they're just getting the sexy voice niggas to be in Blade.
Yeah. This is actually a lot of people don't know this. This is just a book on tape. It's not an actual movie. It's just a bunch of good voices on tape. Okay, that's fine. I have no idea who he's going to play, and no one else does either. It's all speculation at this point.
Yeah, it's all speculation and hearsay, which is fine as long as you're not going out and saying confirmed.
Yep. Stop with your headcanon.
Because that shit is annoying. Walton Goggins is cast in the as lead ghoul in the Fallout TV show.
This is confirmed.
This is odd. This is odd.
I don't know anything about this particular character, but I just assume that this character is a racist ghoul, considering Walton Goggins' history of playing complete pieces of shit.
I've played Fallout 4 to completion, but I am not a Fallout fan. Like, I don't know. I'm not Carrie. I don't know the ins and outs of Fallout, just because Fallout is not my particular. I don't like post-apocalyptic shit. Like, I think I don't like sci-fi that like doesn't have like future shit in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so Walton Goggins is playing a ghoul, which is a-okay. Look, Walton Goggins is a very talented actor. Apparently he's a real nice guy. You would never know it from every single movie role that he's ever had.
Dude, he's a piece of shit in the Righteous Gemstones too. Like, he's an asshole. Baby Billy.
I love his fucking walked out on his son, yo. Like, god damn.
Yo, he bounced. He's a piece of shit, yo. He was like, yeah, go see your mother.
Mall, yo.
Yeah, he's not a good dude. But I like Walton Goggins in everything, dude. Like, Walton Goggins is great in literally everything he does. Which, if this series is not good, I guarantee you people will be like, yeah, it sucked, but he was great in it. Like, I guarantee, because he gives 110% every time. So, okay, he says he is believed to be playing a ghoul. Intense and prolonged radiation has ravaged their skin, much of their flesh, and in some cases, many of their ligaments. Despite their infertility, and in some cases, mental deterioration, they have greatly extended overall lifespans and are immune to, and sometimes even healed by, background radiation and or nuclear fallout. Cool. I don't know what the story of Fallout is besides people were like locked in these sort of bomb shelters. There was a massive nuclear war, and then they came out and like shit was like went left.
Yeah, and like everything has like a 50s deco to it because
Right.
like the big scare of the atomic bomb. Well, like what if it happened but in America? And no one has kind of evolved past the 1950s, which is why everything looks so retro, and that's another reason why I don't like it. Like I don't like my future shit looking retro. Like if you do, it's got to have like a very distinct style to it. And this is just dirty 1950s shit.
I like Art Deco, but I don't want to be in the 1950s. Like, no, I like the furniture, and that's enough.
Yeah, that's it. So the new Star Trek movie, Star Trek 4. So Paramount announced this thing with the returning cast, except none of them knew that they were going to be in it.
Yo, this is a fucking wild story.
There was a statement from J.J. Abrams who claimed, "We are thrilled that we are hard at work on a new Star Trek film that will be shooting by the end of this year featuring the original cast." Well, the Hollywood Reporter reveals most, if not all, of the teams representing those actors were aware that the announcement was coming, or were not aware that the announcement was coming, or that their clients would be a part of it. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Pine is the first to enter early negotiations, but there's nothing to say that any of the original cast members are likely to return. So this is weird, right? Like,
Super
is
weird.
Is this a power play by Paramount, or is this a fuck up by Paramount, right? Because if this is a power play by Paramount, they're like, hey, we said you're going to be in it. If you want to be in it, we're going to lowball you and you're going to take it. Or
that's a wild move,
Or is this them like, hey, we were kind of hoping you would be in it. Please don't like gouge us for money.
Yeah, I think it's probably closer to 2, but I don't even know, because there's nothing stopping them, the actors at this point, to go, "Oh, you signed us up for that? Cool. We're going to need $20 million a pop." There's nothing stopping those stars from doing that, because what are you going to do? You're going to cancel Star Trek? Okay, go ahead.
I mean,
you're going to look ridiculous.
But they'll look ridiculous and cast somebody new. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, I don't know, man. Like, they need a hit. Paramount needs a hit, like a movie hit. I'm not like, they got a lot of Star Trek shows that seem to be hitting. Discovery, I think, is largely like super nerds like don't like it, but they don't like anything. Picard, people seem to generally like. They got Halo coming, but like, they need a movie hit. Like, Paramount hasn't had a movie hit in a long time, since probably Star Trek Beyond, really. This movie's either going to be really expensive or get canceled because it's really expensive. So you take your pick. Like, I don't know, man. This is a bold move. If it's a fuck up, it's a fuck up. But if that was a negotiating tactic, that was a bad one. That was a really bad one. But maybe the stars are like magnanimous and they're like, hey, well, let's not try to gouge them, and like, we really want to make this happen. Because I think they did want to make a 4th one, but like, shit just didn't like work out. And but I don't know what the background of why it didn't work out is. So
yeah,
who knows?
Yeah, it's just very odd. You would think that there would be checks and balances about stuff like this, but okay.
How about you check in to make sure we're cool with it? Like, check in to make sure the contracts are signed. What the fuck? It's crazy.
Oscar-winning actor, deal with it, dorks, Brie Larson hasn't shied away from taking on blockbuster roles, but many of you might know her best for starring in Captain Marvel. Nobody remembers Kong Skull Island.
Yo, come on, yo. That's not even what she won an Oscar for. Good Lord.
Now the actress has revealed her hopes to one day join the Fast and Furious franchise. asked if it's a dream of hers to take part in the franchise, she responded, quote, 100%. Please tell everybody I would, of course, want to be in a Fast and Furious movie. I am obsessed. I love them. I think they're so good. They're so fun. And they've made me appreciate cars. And that's something that should be appreciated.
White men are like, cars should already be appreciated. I hate Brie Larson hates cars. She looked at my penis and it got smaller. I hate her. That's fine. That's fine. Make her Dom's long lost sister. I don't give a shit, dude. Put as many superstars in this movie as you want. I don't give a fuck. That's good for me. I love it.
Hey, man, look, by the time 10 Part 2 comes out, like, all of Hollywood just should be in it and just turn the shit into a musical. And just, like, I want the end of Fast and Furious 10 Part 2 to look like the ending of Blazing Saddles. Like, let's just get fucking weird. Let's just get real goofy and weird.
All right.
Who cares?
Who cares? Right. Okay. You're casting Brie Larson. Who's she going to be in the franchise? If you can go anywhere with this. And of course you can.
Yeah, you literally can. She seems like she would want to be a hero, right? Like, she seems like she would want to be, I would say Cypher dies in the next movie and then she's Cypher's sister.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it was me, Dom. It was me all along. You know what I mean?
She has the fucking hood on. I like that. That's not bad, right? Like, Cypher dies and she's like, I gotta revenge my sister. Like, that's not bad. That's a perfect culmination to this fucking ridiculous ass series. I would also be okay with Cypher not dying and being the ultimate villain because they've been building to her, which is very cool.
Sure.
But she is in fact Cypher's sister, and she joins the fucking team, right? Like, she joins the good guys, right? To take down my sister who killed my parents or some stupid shit like that, right? Like, that's equally as dumb, and I'm 100% in support of it. My idea is that she's actually John Cena's wife. Right? She's an equally badass woman that, like, to John Cena's, super spy, right? And she's, or she's like on his team or some shit like that. But somehow she's linked to John Cena, right? But if you make her the romantic interest of John Cena as his badass, like, equal, then John Cena has clearly already left the bad guys and will somehow at some point convert over to being good guys. She too shall convert by the transitive properties of the Fast and the Furious universe to being a good guy, enjoying a Corona at the end of the day.
Let's get real soapy with it, right? Let's get real soapy. And Brie Larson was actually a former lover of Brian, and she's back because and now her and Joanna Brewster have to fight because you got to give Joanna Brewster something to do, right? Like,
yeah,
like,
okay.
I don't know. This is a half-baked idea. But
the whole franchise is a half-baked idea. Like, are you kidding me? John Cena is Dom's brother. Yeah, that's a half-baked idea too. Fuck, dude. I'm like, I don't know, whatever. He's a half-breed. Who cares? I'm not mad at that. I would also, I think you could go even soapier. Allow me to bring in another part of the franchise that is largely ignored. She is somehow tied to Britain, or Brixton, Idris Elba's character. Right? She's mad that Brixton has been killed. Spoiler alert, he's not really fucking dead, right? He's going to somehow fucking come back, of course.
He's Black Superman.
Yeah.
You can't kill Black Superman.
Bad guy. And she's mad because fucking Owen Shaw, or whichever Shaw he was, I don't even remember. Not Owen Shaw, he's the other Shaw, helped kill her brother. right? Oh, there you go. Or her adopted brother, right? She grew up in an orphanage with Brixton or whatever stupid shit, right? And she's pissed. And she's like, yo, she's got to avenge her brother, right? Like, dude, you can do whatever you want. This franchise is so good. She could be the niece. She could be another Shaw. She could be the daughter of Helen Mirren. I don't know. Who fucking cares?
Yeah,
Give a shit.
Who cares? Or, and hear me out, she could just be Captain Marvel, yo. Because
that's true. It's true. Just living in space. She met Ludacris and Tyrese when they were up at the USS space station, and she's a fucking astronaut. She's just fucking hanging out there.
Yeah, she flew past Earth while looking for Tony and Nebula, and she saw this fucking car in space, and she was just like, "Oh, Homeboys in Outer Space! I remember that show. I didn't think it was real." And and Tyrese is like, yo, if once you finish with that, we could really use your help down here. And now Captain Marvel is in the Fast and Furious universe.
I'm fine with it.
Gives a shit.
I'm fine with it. Nothing you said seems ludicrous to me at all. It's not even the most insane thing that's happened in that franchise, so that would be fine. Like, they had two niggas from LA make it to space in a Fiara or whatever the fuck car that was. So it's fine. It's fine. All right, next up.
Oh, yeah. So, Kraven the Hunter, the film.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's another character has been who is joining the film. Fred Heckinger. Heckinger.
Yeah, the company that got destroyed by Home Depot. That's right.
Yeah, how many of you people out there remember Heckingers? If you do, you're fucking old.
None of our listeners know what Heckingers is. Knock it off.
Fred Heckinger has joined Sony Pictures' Kraven the Hunter, starring Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kraven the Hunter. It is not confirmed, but sources say that Heckinger will be playing the Chameleon. For those of you who do not know, the Chameleon is Kraven's brother. The Chameleon is traditionally a villain, but who knows with this, because so was Kraven the Hunter. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe it's a squabble between brothers. I don't know. The Chameleon is he's a master of disguise.
Right.
He's essentially just a Spider-Man thug. He's a thug that Spider-Man can like beat up on, but he's not like a goon, right? Like he's one step up from a goon. He's a thug. He's a major thug. But he's also a master of disguise, which you can do a lot with, but I don't know about him being a main antagonist for Kraven. I don't know what the fuck this Kraven the Hunter movie is going to be about, yo. Like
Spoiler
I really
alert,
have no idea.
They don't know either. They have no idea. It's going to be really good, man. It's going to be, you know what it will be? I'll say this. It will be just as good as Morbius, and so I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Like, what, like who's he hunting? Who?
Venom.
Yo, shut up, yo.
Venom.
Shut up. If look, this is the only Sony non-Spider-Man movie that I would watch, because I actually really like Kraven the Hunter as a character. If he's hunting Venom, I'm not watching it. Not that Venom.
Maybe he's going to be hunting Venom, and maybe he will also be hunting Morbius. I don't know. That'd be cool, right?
All right. Chameleons and Chameleons and
You just sound like you just gave up there.
Yeah.
Well, luckily for you, Micah, Sony has a second movie franchise, a thing they've been looking for about the last 15 years. Sony chief Tom Rothman celebrates, quote, new hit movie franchise as Uncharted hits box office. Milestone. Sony's $106.4 million global box office weekend for Uncharted was another reminder to streamer-obsessed entertainment industry that the tried-and-true business model of theatrical features still works. And there is an audience for, and that's that there is still an audience for them, which is an interesting thing. I don't think that proves that at all. I think what it proves is that people like spectacle and that they're tired of being in their house. I don't think it means that Uncharted is good. I think largely it is not good. I think people just want to see something fun. I think that has everything to do with it. Nothing to do with this shitbag of a movie. So I don't know, Micah, how excited are you for Uncharted 2 through 10?
I think I told you this, but I'll tell the fine folks listening. So I had a free ticket to Uncharted.
Yes, I know about this.
And I put it in the Dense Pixels Discord. I should have put it in the Nerdpocalypse Discord, but I figured, Uncharted is a video game franchise. We have a video game show with a Discord. Let me put it in the video game Discord. No one claimed it. No one claimed the free movie ticket to see Uncharted. If they did claim it, they didn't make themselves known. Please make yourself known if you claimed it. If not, if you want it, go to densepixels.com/fans and look somewhere in the general section. It's probably lost in the shuffle now because nobody gave a fuck. Nobody cared about Uncharted. And
yeah, I'll see this when this hits Hulu or one of the other streaming services. I'm not seeing this in theaters.
I don't think I can watch it. I really don't. I think you would be much better served just watching cutscenes, YouTubed, edited cutscenes from the game to get any type of Uncharted fix. I just don't. But hey, it made money, so that's all that really matters.
I suppose.
Just barely. It had a $90 to $120 million budget, and it made 140, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I hear this thing is not good at all.
Well, it has a 90% fan rating, which is really important until you look at the rating from critics, which is 40%. So, whichever one you think is more important, or maybe put those two together, I don't know. I look at that as saying it's probably a piece of shit.
I mean, it's probably not good, but it's probably a good time. That's what that means.
Yep, that's exactly it, right? Like, it's got some fun action sequences. Didn't really care about the talky parts too much, and that was enough for me. It's an Uncharted movie, bro. I don't need a story. Yeah, that's what that reads to me. Okay. Which to me, not worth watching. Not worth paying additional money to watch. Is what I would say. So I'll catch it on Hulu whenever the fuck that comes out. But no, I don't think that they have a second movie franchise on their hands. I think in normal times, I think this movie absolutely doesn't make its money back. And I think they're going to end up running right into a wall with Uncharted 2 and 3 if they come out post-pandemic.
I mean, if they come out with a new Uncharted, like, I have to... I wonder I wonder if they will take any lessons from critic reviews, or if they just are like, well, the fans really enjoyed what they have, let's just do more of this. And that's usually what Hollywood does. It's just like, let's just make more of the thing that made us money. So Venom is a perfect example of that. Yeah. So although Venom was weird, man, because like some critics really liked it and some critics really hated it, and all the fans liked it, and then like a minority of fans hated it. Like Venom was weird, man. Like
I do not get it. Yo, I wish you would watch that movie because I'd love to get your opinion of it. Like that has the critics pretty soundly hated it. Like it's a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes and an 81% from fans. Like people were like, nah, yo, this is a piece of shit. The second movie definitely got more leeway. I think it had like a 59% Rotten Tomato score from critics and an 84% from audiences. So critics liked the second one more, and I get that. The second one is I suppose better, but like they're both really bad. I'm willing to listen to arguments that the first one is better, and I'm also willing to listen to arguments that the second one is better. But to me, that's like measuring which of your turds you like the most. Like just flush the toilet. Who gives a shit? Like I tell, oh, this one's the better one, dude. Like, no, I just no thanks. Just no thank you. They're bad. But somebody argued today, like, hey, those movies are really good. All right, cool, good for you. You love it. You like it. I love it. Like, good for you. You should watch better movies, but that's just my personal opinion. I think you're insane. Next up, Netflix. Netflix's Marvel shows are headed to Disney Plus, or possibly Hulu. In Canada, they're all headed to Disney Plus. Disney Plus in Canada has like a star section, which I guess is like a more like racy, rated R, PG-16-ish plus section where like The Walking Dead, Logan, and Deadpool are all on. But they're all going there like March 16th, I think it is. Daredevil, The Punisher, Jessica Jones, Defenders, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. But the talk is that is also going to be happening in the U.S. as well, perhaps at a slightly later date. But some people are speculating it might be Hulu instead of Disney Plus. I'm surprised they are leaving Netflix. I would think that they would just all stay on Netflix forever, but apparently maybe not. So
I mean, maybe Disney wants them back, right? Like maybe Disney doesn't want these Marvel properties to be on Netflix. I don't think they'll be on Disney Plus, right? Because they said they're not going to put a bunch of R-rated content on there.
Right.
But Hulu, they still own what, 30% of Hulu, right?
60% of Hulu.
60. Okay. Well,
yeah,
that seems like a perfect place to put them.
Yeah.
And
well, actually, after they did own like 40% or 30 something percent, but then they bought Fox, and so then they got
they got their share.
Yeah, they got their share. Exactly.
Well, all right then.
Yeah, this is where you dump all the dirty stuff. You dump it on
all your R-rated stuff you need to put on Hulu, and you need to pump, like, you need to like big up Hulu a little more.
Yeah,
right?
they do.
Like you need to experiment and let Hulu be the thing that you experiment with.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And tell people to, I see ads for the Disney bundle all the time now, where you get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. Like that's what you need to do. Hulu needs to be like Disney 18 plus, and keep and that's where you can put all your like risque shit.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see what Moon Knight is going to be about. And how they handle that character. I
mean, it's clearly PG-16. That's the talk. By the way, I forgot to mention, or I'm not sure if I did. Punisher would also move over to wherever these other shows are going to. So yeah, it's we'll see. It's interesting. I thought that Netflix would have exclusive rights to those. I figured they were Netflix properties, but apparently not exactly. So, okay. That's kind of cool. Look, I don't need to watch any of those again. So it doesn't change anything for me, but it is what it is. All right. I'm going to skip this last story here. Let's go right into what the fuck. And then we only have one trailer this week.
What the fuck brought to you by JTD. JTD, who is the co-host of a podcast. The podcast is called Edit That Out, starring Jamila, Devin, and Jawan. I don't know if I have that correct, but go support your favorite Alabama and check out his podcast. Now, what has he brought to us today?
Oh,
Fucking rats. Massive.
You know what? Don't support his podcast. Fuck this dude.
He knows what we hate. Massive rats that can tread water for 3 days.
Yo, what? 3 days?
Have been swimming up into homes through toilets. This is a nightmare for me. Pest control expert Ian Hellens warns that rodents, quote, the size of cats,
oh my God,
appear to be taking over. He added there is a huge increase in the rat population and people are right to be concerned. He is quoted as saying, I have had more call-outs than ever from homeowners who have heard a noise, looked down into their toilet only to find a giant rat. No one is safe. Rats are excellent swimmers and with bendy bones that can squeeze into the smallest spaces. They can hold their breath for 3 minutes and tread water for 3 days. And they're coming up waste pipes. They're cunning and get bolder and bolder. Basically, if they want to get into your home, they will. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a horrible list of words together.
God damn, dude. Like, dude,
if they want to get in, they will.
Like Jesus Christ.
It sounds like a horror movie.
People are scared, and they should be. There are more rats than ever, and they are taking over. I have seen some the size of cats. Like, Jesus Christ, you fear-mongering asshole.
I don't think that guy's fear-mongering. He's trying to tell y'all the truth.
How about you get off your ass and on your job, Ian? Like, God damn.
He's like, no, yo, he quit. I'm out. Yo, get out of here.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy in the disaster movie that's just like, I tried to warn you, I'm out. Yeah. And the rest of us are just like, nope, whatever, giant rats. I got a cat. I'm like, all right.
He's the guy telling you while chewing on the edge of his glasses, like.
He's the one screaming about the moon about to fall, and nobody's listening to his ass.
They're like, yo, the moon's not real. There's an alien in the moon. I can't wait for that movie. Holy shit. 45 days can't get here fast enough. I'm gonna review the fuck out of that. That's really disturbing. That's really disturbing. Treading water for 3 days. Yeah, that's unacceptable behavior. It's unacceptable. Those are super rats. Are they from Baltimore? My story: snake and whole scorpion soup, a dish that makes you sweat with fear. This country is famous for many weird traditional foods, but the snake and whole scorpion served and in this place is definitely among the most bizarre and downright scary dishes in this country.
Mexico.
Close. China. Arachnids.
Scorpions in China?
Yo, they have everything bad in China, yo. Like, get out of here. Arachnids and insects have long been a part of Chinese cuisine before the West even considered their nutritious value. We don't. Like, what? No, we don't. And here is a picture of said snake and scorpion soup. Although scorpion soup is considered a part of Jiangdong cuisine and general culture, you won't find it on any menu. Find it on menus of every restaurant in the province. Quite the contrary, in fact, as the dish needs to be prepared by an experienced cook who knows how to extract the toxin out of the scorpion before cooking it to avoid poisoning patrons. No. This is like eating fugu. No, I'm good. Like, it's not worth it. And it looks gross.
Aren't you a drunk? Like,
yes.
don't you drink like scorpions with tequila in it?
No. One, I'm not a big tequila person. I'm not a big tequila person. No, that's Tiara. She's a tequila person. She's trying to make it to the worm at the bottom of the bottle, like a drunk.
She's a Terramana girl.
Yeah, she's all Terramana. Make sure you get Terramana. All right, Rock. We get it. Is Joe Rogan that bad? He loves Terramana. Like, all right, let's watch the video. Yeah, I'm not eating scorpion soup. No. I do. There is a delicacy in Vietnam, I believe, that they will cut out the beating heart of a cobra snake and let you eat it. I'd do that. I would do that.
The heart?
Yeah, that feels like that's kind of badass. Like, that's kind of badass. Like, hell yeah, dude. I'd do that. I'm not eating scorpion soup. Like that, they got to take the toxins out of it. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, on a scale, like, which one you eating? You eating the beating heart of a cobra, like a man, or you having your fucking bullshit soup?
I'll just have a glass of water, thank you.
No, those are not your options. Your options are beating heart or death soup. That's it. It's the only thing you got.
Look, if my food has to go through detox, I'm not going to eat that. Because I don't trust you to,
get it
suck
right?
the poison out or whatever.
Nah, yo, fuck that. Nah, yo, fuck that. Get out.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Nah. Nope. All right, trailers this week. Only one. Under the Banner of Heaven. This is an interesting one. This is going to be a Hulu limited series, I believe. Which is interesting. Starring Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield's on a fucking run, man. He is on a absolute tear. I love it. So I like that guy. I really do. Not just for Spider-Man, but he does other things.
He's always been a good actor.
Yeah. So it is based on the book Under the Banner of Heaven, a story of violent faith, by John Crowker. And so the story here is, it juxtaposes two histories, the origin and evolution of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or the LDS Church, and a modern double murder committed in the name of God by brothers Ron and Dan Lafferty, who subscribe to a fundamentalist version of Mormonism. Okay. This seems really, really fucking dark.
What the fuck does fundamentalist Mormonism look like? Jesus Christ.
Has it not gotten extreme enough for you?
God damn.
And this isn't, by the way, this is a nonfiction story.
All right. Well, because it's nonfiction, the premises is too interesting to not check out.
Oh, dude, I'm super going to watch this.
I wish it wasn't on Hulu. Well, it's through FX and then on Hulu, right? So yeah. I should be able to watch it through FX, but no, hold. A little behind the scenes. You have access to my Hulu account, which doesn't have commercials because I'm a grown up. Not like your bullshit Discovery login. Look! You embezzling all this TMP money? Of course,
I'm helping you. I'm helping you.
All right, well, help me out with another $50 fucking dollars. All right then.
I don't speak English.
You better sit there and watch Halo and take a break.
Yo, I'm really mad. I'm really mad about that, dude. That's fucked up. I gotta watch Halo with commercials. Get the fuck out of here. God damn it. Might as well just steal it. Jesus Christ.
It ain't that bad. Take a bathroom break.
This is is going to be ridiculous. Yeah, I don't even know the last time I watched a commercial on a TV show. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It was kind of weird. It was kind of weird. I was like, whoa, why can't I skip this ad? Like, I thought I was watching YouTube for a second. I was like, oh shit, there's no. That's when I remembered that I didn't have the commercial-free option when I was watching Star Trek. That's how little I opened the Paramount Plus app.
And you pay for it. Right. That's ridiculous. Oh my God. All right, that's it for us. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Under the Banner of Heaven. I hear it's a very good book, incidentally. But this should be interesting. So I look forward to this. Again, it's going to be on Hulu, and I think, like you said, through FX. So yeah, it'll be it's FX on Hulu. So I don't know if it'll ever air on FX in and of itself, but you should be able to get it through Hulu. So I look forward to that. That comes out. I don't know. Oh, we'll air spring of 2022. So sometime soon, probably around April or so. All right, that's it for us. Anything else, Michael, before we get out of here?
I did not know that there was another Culkin kid, but Rory Hugh Culkin is in this movie or in this show.
Oh, okay, cool.
So anyway, no, I don't have anything else to say. Fuck you. Watch those goddamn commercials.
Yeah, that's fair.
You never know when you might need some Tide Pods or whatever.
Ugh. Shut up. Incidentally, the next time that you hear from us, I will have seen The Batman because I am seeing it tomorrow. I am looking forward to it. I will not spoil it, I promise you, but I will let you know what I think. Actually, by next Monday, the 28th, my review will be out for The Batman. So again, no spoilers on that, but look forward to that as well. We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.